continuing to generate plenty of moves. This is Radio 1. Thanks for your company. In the mix, Raphael Frost, Channel 4, Coma, Mind Gamer, Nero, Parker and Hansen, Guilty. Also Nitrous Oxide, Tiburon, X-Driver and Satellite, See the Light, the D-Mad remix. And Tristan D and Gary Heaney, Island of Dreams, which I suppose, on the subject of dreams, it's all about Ibiza. That's about it. I'll be back next Friday night for another little session at 11 PM. You can check the Radio 1 site for full track listing and the iPlayer, where you can catch up on our shenanigans anytime over the next 7 days.
Trust on BBC Radio 1.
In new music we trust on BBC Radio 1.
Trust us to bring you the best new music
from across the UK and from around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning from 3 a.m. BBC Radio 1's Essential Mix.
The Essential Mix. Radio 1 Extra.
The hip-hop continues with Charlie Sloth.
The hardest hip-hop out there right now.
New music we trust.
On BBC Radio 1.
Stop!
Now.
Let's go!
Kutski we trust every Friday night on Radio 1.
DJ Kutski, BPMs faster than the speed of sound.
I just want to be a raver.
Makes the guys wet.
Get back! Step back!
This program might contain strong language. If you think you may be offended, switch off now.
Yes, welcome to the show. As we always do, we pay big respect to the man that is Judge Jules for taking over the airwaves for the last 2 hours with the biggest, best, finest trance music, big room tunes you're going to hear anywhere in the world. And then for the next 2 hours, you know what time it is. It's time for them hard beats. You're in tune to Kutski Radio 1.
Yes, big beats to start things off. UK versus Italy. Alex Kidd going against Activator on this one. In the style of music people are referring to as subground. This one's forthcoming on Kiddfectious, and it's entitled XS. And coming up on the show tonight, let's have a look. Hard dance, hardcore rave music. Anything with a hard and fast tempo, we tend to play it on the show. That's what we're all about. We have a feature called the Freerange Mix when we're going very hard and fast because we're representing an old hardcore techno label. The full-on, flat-out 200 BPM stuff.
Hello. Radio 1.
We've got Snap, Crackle, Drop, where we're going for some kind of like trancey underground hardcore. I'll explain a little bit more later on. Let's not go too deep into it too early. Let's get straight into the music. And this one in the background, tough and techy beats. Kind of still on that subground sound. A lot of people pushing it, like tech-influenced hard dance. And it's working out in the clubs, really feeling it. Kujin, Ku on the remix. This is Lee Mack with Nanotech.
Expect big, fast, heavy beats.
It's Kutski Radio 1.
In Kutski we trust, every Friday night on Radio 1.
Tech fused action in the background now for a guy down on the south coast. Goes by the name of Joey. He's been pushing this sound for quite a while, good few years now. It's kind of like old school meets techno, but really fits into the hard dance vibe. This one forthcoming on his label Virus Audio, and he calls it Give It To Me. Yeah. And coming in the background, a little something that's been doing the damage for me out on the dance floors, DJ Tool, Chasing Status remix by Shockforce and Hardforze. This is Time.
Kutski, Radio 1, wind up your waist. Alright, yeah, boy.
You can find the time. If you can find the time.
years when I first heard electronic music. I knew back then this illegal computer sound was gonna be my call. My heart got hooked on 4x4 beats when house took its journey with Jack, Chicago, and Acid House. Now my heart is hooked forever. It's in my soul, in my veins, on my mind 24/7. Don't care if it's jazz, soul, tech, minimal, funky, vocal, or hip house. You name it. I love it. I don't understand people who satisfy with ordinary pop music. They just listen to whatever radio station decides they should like. And my God, they like it. Some people even think that house clubs is for weirdos only. Maybe they're right. Maybe we are weird. Maybe this music is weird. And maybe the clubs are overrated. But we're in this together. We're in this for the love of beats. For the love of loops. 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 Maybe they're right. Maybe we are weird. Maybe this music is weird. And maybe the clubs are overrated. But we're in this together. We're in this for the love of beats. For the love of loops. 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 For the love of for the love of for the love of for the for the for the for the love of loops. It's in my soul. It's all about the house music and always has been. If you're into house music, DJ seems like a natural path to follow. And back in the days, DJs were weird people who like music in a weird way. Back then, you would have to be a nerd to become a DJ. Nowadays, everybody wants to be a DJ. It sickens me. If you're not in it for the love of the music, would you please fuck off? Hate those smartasses who think DJing is an easy way to get laid. Well, get a life. I wonder what a house will be like in the future. Wonder what the clubs will be like. Now that technology has taken over the DJ world, what will a DJ be like in the future? Let's just hope that house music will keep its soul. Let's just hope that DJs will keep their skills. But actually, I don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. Cause it's not about how you do it, but why you do it. It's all about the house music, and it always will be. It's all about the house music, and it always will be.
Become a favourite on the show, this one. Alex Kidd, Love of Loops. I think could be one of the biggest tracks off his new Kiddfectious album. You know, Alex has been in the game for a long time. He's been doing a lot of stuff, but he's never actually done an artist album until now.
For the love of loops. For the love of loops.
If you want a full track listing for everything you heard in that mix, bbc.co.uk/radio1/dance. And you can look for me on there, that's Kutski.
Ready to groove.
Radio 1.
Kutski plays hard dance and hardcore.
Right, one more before we go into this week's Snap, Crackle, Drop. We're going for some freeform hardcore. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what that is. Because it was, 10 years ago, it was a freely used word on the scene. Now people are like, free, what? Form? Huh? I'll explain in a minute. First, Ivan Carsten back with the Italian hardstyle sounds. This is Lifever.
Keeping the rave alive.
Kutski.
Troppo indietro nel tempo e nello stesso momento parecchio avanti per far concepire la mia fantasia, Molte persone non lo capirebbero, ma impareranno a crederlo. Lunga vita alla mia macchina del tempo.
Funny thing is life, sometimes it brings deep joy and overwhelming pain. It's like a glass that fits perfectly on your skin. Just sometimes you would like to change. This life is a weapon, and even if it's stored in a hidden place, it's always ready to hurt you, my friend. It's always ready to cut up your faith. Go straight to your heart against everything. Go straight to your heart against everyone, against everything, against everyone, against everything, against everyone. Go straight to your heart against everything. Go straight to your heart against everyone, against everything, against everyone, against everyone. It's always ready to hurt you, my friend. It's always ready to cut up your faith. Go straight to your heart against everything. Go straight to your heart against everyone, against everything, against everyone, against everything, against everyone. Go straight to your heart against everything. Go straight to your heart against everyone, against everything, against everything.
Ivan Carsten putting his trademark spin on the hardstyle sound with that. Always big vocals and stuff in it. I like it. It's good, it works. And next up, it's time for our old school vinyl feature. And this week we're going for some old Freeform. And basically Freeform was kind of, it was a style of hardcore that came out of the happy hardcore sound in the late 90s, but it was much more deeper and trancey. Still euphoric, but that kind of spine-tingling euphoric rather than just the big pianos and cheesy vocals. People like Kevin Energy really pushing that type of sound, the whole New Energy Collective. And one guy, Mr. John Doe, the front man to an act that went by the name of CLSM. They were quite a controversial hardcore act that did a lot to really, really push the hardcore sound and get it heard out there by the masses. And this was the title track from their first album. And it was the album that featured tracks like John Peel's Not Enough. Big favourite on the show. This is CLSM, Transmission to Mars, turn it up!
Might say I'm superficial cause I shine like crystal. Lick shot like a pistol, make you dance like a ritual. Picture me being nice, I'm a psycho man. It's the C to the L to the S to M. John Doe, Bello B, the collaboration. More than amazing, hotter than your new PlayStation. When I die, I leave a legacy like Nat King Cole. Powers of meditation possess your soul. We on a journey, transmission to Mars. Journey, transmission to Mars. Spells of cash like witchcraft from an Asian past. Flow too fast, hard like whiplash. Leaving MCs with scars when I spit these bars. Every verse is like a virus, you've been infected. Tell your DJ to cop this and be respected. I bring life to the dead like I'm resurrected. And go back before artifacts. Call yourself hardcore, you're only scratching the surface. We on a journey, transmission to Mars. We on a journey, transmission to Mars.
CLSM, Transmission to Mars, the title track from the album. And if you've never heard that album, it's not a new one, well worth checking out that. I'd love to tell you what year it is, but the record's spinning too fast, I can't read it. That's this week's Snap, Crackle, Drop. A big respect to John CLSM, also working on a lot of new material. We haven't heard anything from him for a while. Spoke to him during the week, had a good catch up with him. He said he was planning on releasing a 3 CD album at some point this year. It's a lot of material. And John's never one to shy away from some adventure, so I'm excited to see what's happening with that.
Radio 1 Kutski.
Fat BCC.
Some UK hard dance flavour now. Energy Syndicate and General Bounce. This one's forthcoming on Cali Gage's new label project Gaged. This is Keep the Fire Burning, turn it up, Kutski Radio 1.
Expect big, fast, heavy beats.
Yes, it's about that time that we go for our feature mix of the show, something we call the Freerange mix. And I'll warn you, this week we're going in hard because we're covering one of the cult hardcore techno labels from back in the 90s. We have covered this label before in the past, a good few years ago now, but it got such a great response. We thought it was about time to revisit it. The label was originally set up by a guy called Hellfish, which I think kind of gives the idea of where we go with the music style. And it was a really unique brand of like hip-hop influenced hardcore back then. And for me personally, it was the label that got me into the rougher side of things. Going to nights like Steam in North Wales. I'm sure many people up there will be kind of nodding their heads knowing that one. DJs like Scorpio, Producer and Jay Prescott, all guaranteed to play this style of music. And the label's now become so legendary that some of the early releases on vinyl are going upwards of £100 on vinyl. It's quite a bit of money now, isn't it? So that could make this one of the most expensive free-range mixes that we've ever done. As I raid the collection, as we go in deep and go in hard for this week's Deathchant free-range mix on Radio 1.
Yo, this is not for the faint-hearted. If you're frightened of beats over 180 BPM, then switch off now. Otherwise, turn up your speakers, because it's getting harder!
yell at me, it makes me nervous. And when I get nervous, I get scared. And when bums get scared, that's when bum accidentally gets shot.
My style is the best, and so I challenge you that my style should stand alone. That's right. But still, I have you now. Just shut up.
Sounds of Deathchant Records in the mix. And some Facebook shouts for you who got in touch in the week. Shout to the Westland crew. Shout to Zoe and the Face Vader group on Facebook. Sounds interesting. I'll have to check them guys out, see what they're up to. Shout to Dylan Curry and Tristan. Shout to Matt Dennis and Simon in Gosport. Shout to Martin who listens to the show while he's watching Transformers. That must be an interesting soundtrack. Like they used to do with, who was it they used to do with Yellow Brick Road? That was the one, yeah, Led Zeppelin. Apparently that's rubbish, you know. It looks good, but, you know, it wasn't intended like that. But I'd be interested to see what film would actually be the best film to run alongside the sounds of Deathchant records. Let's get back into the mix.
Hold tight, Professor Ryan. I got you in through with DJ Kutski. I already know I'm. You hear me? Boy.
For you are the hip-hop gangster.
Winding up the Deathchant Records mix, sounds of Diplomat. One of the early EPs out on Deathchant, and my personal favourite. And all these old tunes, these were written before people were writing music on computers. These were just purely hardware, boxes with flashing lights. Still a massive cult following for this record label. I think Hellfish now who runs it, I think he's moved out to France, still doing stuff on a breakcore, kind of gabba hardcore, Frenchcore mashup tip, as he always did.
One more time! Kutski's Hardstyle mix, faster than a bullet train.
Blow your mind with the rock in front. I'm keeping on with my words so strong, pure perfection from beginning to the end. I'm here once again. Blow your mind with the rock in front. I'm keeping on with my words so strong, pure perfection from beginning to the end. I'm here once again. Blow your mind with the rock in front. I'm keeping on with my words so strong.
Bringing things bang up to date with this one though, as we move into the Euro mix, hardstyle flavours, easing you into it after the Deathchant mix though. This one, more of a hard trance tip, let's say. Still that Euro flavour. Antonini and Montorsi. A mashup of Commander Tom's RMI with Lock and Load's Blow Your Mind. Sounds the hard beats on Radio 1. It's Kutski, turn it up.
Expect big, fast, heavy beats.
And pure perfection. Keeping on with my words so strong.
let's get some more shouts on the go. Big up to Brian Duff and all the Sterling boys. Shout to Hamish from the Sunshine Coast out in Aussie. Nice. Big up all the international listeners. Shout to Yarrow and the Scunny crew. Shout to Phil Jones, who said he enjoyed his set down in Swansea last Saturday. That was an amazing gig. Big up all the crew out at Escape, legendary club for the hard beats. Never fails. Shout to Gareth McCabe, and also big up to Joe Carter and MC Brad. All the East Hull crew, they say massive respect. Kutski as always. Right now we're in the mix, the thick of the hardstyle beats. This is the new diva vocal hardstyle from Audio Freak, formerly a Bioweapon fame. This is his new solo project. It's coming out on Scantrax. And this is Gotta Have Your Love. Kutski.
Hard and fast.
On a Friday night on Radio 1.
This is a big tune for me out in the clubs at the moment. Zombie Nation, Kerncraft 400. Bit tougher than you've heard it before, yeah? Techno Boy goes back to his roots bootleg mix. Not many people know Techno Boy actually was DJ Juice back in the day that did the mix of this that everybody played out in the clubs. So he's almost, literally gone back to his roots with it. Definitely still does the damage on the dance floors too.
Radio 1. Kutski.
Fat.
Right, we're going to raise the tempo now. Because in one track's time, we're going back to the rough stuff for the hardest record in the world. But we're going for some early UK happy hardcore. So fast but not too hard at all with this one. Jack and Phil, Slipmat on the remix. This is We Are Unity.
Kutski on Radio 1.
Harmony, 'cause we're one family.
Right then, it's time for this week's hardest record in the world. I mean, backs against the wall this week. Anger Fist last week we had. And we've just had a Deathchant Records mix already this week. So where am I going to go? Well, I've pulled one of the big names out the bag. No less than the man from Rotterdam, Neophyte Records. He goes by the name of Evil Activities. Brand new track with Tim on the remix, and this is the hardest record in the world right now.
Yes, Kutski, this is the hardest record in the world right now.
In the world right now.
The hardest record in the world right now.
Evil Activities featuring E-Life with a hard shock anthem. Team on the remix, this week's hardest record in the world.
Could you guys please stop scratching?
Kutski. Radio 1.
And I think you'll agree that was well worth the title this week. And keeping the beats hard and fast now as we move into the UK hardcore mix. New track from Breeze and Modulate, pushing this dub heavy influence on the sound. They call this one Inside Out.
enemy, you have to aim for his weakest point. Use the Buddha finger accurately, and you'll find you will win whatever he should try to do.
Sight Unknown representing on the UK hardcore front with this one. Follow up to the Ravey Stomper from back in 2010.
But that isn't enough.
They've been doing this kind of like series of records sampling old kung fu movies, which is pretty cool. This is part 3 in the collection, The Steel Finger. Still to come on the show, we're going for the rough stuff towards the end of the mix. A little bit more gabba. We're in a rough mood tonight. Time for the heartbeats. But if that gets a little bit much for you, don't worry. We've got your rave breaks fix coming up. About 5 minutes time. An old school classic to finish. It's Kutski Radio 1.
Hardcore, know the score. Hardcore, know the score.
It's dedicated to my soldiers on the front line. Yo, I'ma evolve, continue to change. Yeah. Getting grip while the getting is good. Crack a bottle for your hard time. It's dedicated to my soldiers on the front line. Yo, I'ma evolve, continue to change. Yeah. Bring that shit back one more time.
Message to the ones who forgot about Ruff the ruler, the old schooler. I am back to put an end on the ones that are breaking the yellow brick road that I've been building for so long. Stop f***ing around, cut the gimmicks, show your real face. Stop f***ing around, cut the gimmicks, show your real face. Come on!
A close contender for hardest records. Nosferatu and Endymion featuring Ruffian. The Message. And before that you heard Eclectic Beats versus Joey Riot, Frontline Soldier. Now let's go back to the old school beats.
Radio 1. Kutski.
A style of music that we call rave breaks. It's like, it's got all the vibes and the influences of stuff that we love from the rave music that came out of the early 90s. You know, kind of the breakbeat hardcore stuff, early drum and bass, but much more modernly produced. Sounds a lot sharper, a lot fresher. And this one's the perfect example of some of the remixes. This is Flashback Project, 31 Seconds.
Now this seems to be DJ Kutski taking you back to the old school. Alright?
31 seconds. 31 seconds.
the way you kiss me.
Yo, you have a license to play this? I operate and have a license, man. If you get a license, you play them kind of dumb.